people often speak about is racialized gaze. How
Mm,
does this influence which children are seen as vulnerable and which as
mm.
are seen as responsible?
I think that's such a good question. So just to expand, the racialized gaze can kind of translate in different elements, but it's having a particular stereotype, a particular view about a race. So let's say Black children that we're looking at, for example, in global majority, whether that's Asian. It can be sort of the focus or again the lens that they are seen in education, the lens that they're seen when they display certain behaviours. So the stereotypes that you often hear and rhetorics around Black children or Black women, like the aggressive undertones, the angry Black woman stereotype, like all of those things can come under the racial gaze, and it has overlaps with adultification in a sense of how perceiving one race makes you respond to that person, and whether that's subconscious or conscious. So when we're looking at racial gaze, it can be portrayed maybe not as overt, but definitely in the covert ways that practitioners respond or don't respond to certain young people and their needs and their experiences. People that have additional needs, and we're talking about intersectionality now. So what other factors in identity of that person that we're relating to influence their day-to-day experience. So if we're already seeing that some children are stigmatized more because of their race, because of their culture, and then they now have a learning need that perhaps doesn't allow them to articulate what they're going through, clearly in their verbal language or possibly in the way that they're processing information, they're not able to really piece together that this behavior is coming out as a response to what I'm experiencing. It's even harder to identify that need and to stop that trauma from continuing to be perpetuated, or putting interventions in time for it to be as effective earlier on. So a lot of the preventative measures we could do are kind of ruled out when we're not able to actually identify quick enough what might be going on for a young person.